It's time for the Cupids Arrow Show. And here's your host, Tony Sanders.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Cupids Arrow Show. Today we have 3 eligible bachelors out to win the heart of 1 lucky lady. Let's meet our contestants right now. Here they are. Contestant number 1 is a 36-year-old shoe salesman with the heart of a 34-year-old. He's all about showing you a good time, but he's gonna need a little help in the paying department. Say hello to Albert Manfield. Contestant number 2 lives in a studio apartment by choice and has owned the same aquarium for over a decade. Give it up for James Spadge. And contestant number 3 is the frontman of the popular electro-fuzz band Crisp by night, and by day, he works as a hostess at Squeezer's Lounge. Say hello to Jose! And now, let's meet the lucky lady these 3 studs will be playing for. Her name is Heather. She's from Colorado, and she's currently a fashion student who loves to travel. Hi, Heather. How you doing tonight?
I'm great.
Oh, that's fantastic. You ready to meet your match?
Yes, I think so.
Great. Let's see whose heart's Cupid's arrow will strike tonight. Go ahead and ask your first question, Heather.
Okay. Contestant number 1, what's your idea of a romantic evening?
Oh, how you doing, girl? My idea of a romantic evening is anyone that ends with us getting it on. Nah, I'm kidding, but I'm serious. Our date would start off with you coming to pick me up at my auntie Joan house. We go get some curly fries after we talk to my auntie. I check them feet out, make sure your toes are right. They gotta be right. If they pass the test, if they pass the toe test, then we go back home, i.e. to my auntie Joan house, and do what we do, intercourse.
Wow! Interesting answer, contestant number 1. Okay, Heather, let's move on to your next question.
Okay. Contestant number 2, if I were an ice cream cone, what flavor would I be and what would you do to me?
Well, first off, I'd have to take one of my special pills because I am lactose intolerant. Also, I doubt that I could lick the cone because I have a medical condition called short tongue. And I would actually prefer to remove the iced cream and put it in a different receptacle than a cone because the cone might drip onto my trouser and form a crust. And I don't like a crusty trouser. It's the crustiness on the trouser is something that I find...
Okay, okay, thank you. Thank you very much, contestant number 2. You've heard from 2 of the contestants. Now let's hear from the 3rd.
Okay. Contestant number 3, people say I'm an open book and they can always tell what I'm thinking. How can I tell what you're thinking?
Well, that's simple. I'm very emotional, hiya. I mean, if I'm happy, I'm like, hiya, you know, and if I'm angry, I'm like, hiya, you know, and sometimes if I see you flirting with another guy, I get jealous, I'm like, hiya. Or if I just don't care and want to walk around my PJs all day, I'm like, hiya.
All right, contestant number 3. Very interesting responses. Very interesting responses for round 1. But now, it's time to dig a little deeper and keep things going. Heather, what is your next question?
All right. Contestant number 2, what would you describe as the perfect date?
Well, a perfect evening with me would begin with me cooking dinner for 2 in my studio apartment. I'd probably make you a romantic slice of my delicious egg loaf, which is a lax flavor, but it is something, it's nutrient rich and you can survive on it for a very long time. And then after the egg loaf was chewed up, we could cross the apartment to the couch area where we could watch television until the moment felt right for you to leave.
Whoa! Sounds like quite a date there, contestant number 2. Okay, Heather, what's your next question?
All right, contestant number 1, if you were to take me on a trip, where would you take me?
I'm gonna go ahead and jump in and answer that. Is that okay? Hey, the real question is, since you're gonna be the one paying for it, where you gonna take me? Let's just put that out there right now. I have no problem being a kept man, girl, you know, and you better keep me well. I mean, this here ain't gonna take care of itself. So don't be afraid to open up and let me in that purse. But I'm willing to do my part, girl. I'll pay for the taxi to the airport, but then I'm gonna give you that receipt so I can be reimbursed for the cost.
Well, how about that? Okay, Heather, this will be your last question, so think very carefully before you ask it. And ask it when you're ready,
Okay.
but not before. Last question.
Okay.
And go with the question.
Okay. Contestant number 3, you said you were in a band. Could you give us a little taste?
All right, but my singing voice is a lot different than my real voice. Hiya.
Girl, when we get together, we're gonna have a real good time. Girl, you know it's now or never. Are you gonna be my Valentine? Are you gonna be my Valentine?
Wow! Quite a voice there, contestant number 3. All right, Heather, you've heard from all of the contestants. Now, the time has come for Cupid to fire his arrow. Will it be contestant number 1? Contestant number 2? Or contestant number 3?
You know what? I actually enjoyed contestant number 3's serenade,
Sure.
so I think I'm gonna choose contestant number 3.
Contestant number 3, you're the winner! Now, before you meet him, let's bring out who you didn't pick. Come out, contestant number 1 and 2.
Hi. Hi.
Fantastic.
Enchanté.
All right, now let's bring out the lucky man himself. Heather, say hello to Jose.
I like that.
Well, there you
I
go.
like this too. Sheer.
There you have it.
Sheer. I love it. It's just gorgeous.
Isn't it? She's a fashion designer student.
Oh, beautiful. Well, hiya.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Cupid has once again fired his arrow and created a love that will surely last forever. I'll be waiting for the wedding invitation. Until next time, I'm Tony Sanders for Cupid's Arrow.